Hello, my friends. We are on our way to yet another cargo run. We are going to go after the C2 Hercules, and it's looking like I need somewhere close to 5 million credits, like 4.9 million credits, but 5 million credits will be a little bit better to target and easier to calculate. But I've got a little ways to go. Let's take a look at where I'm at and just do a little bit of calculations. I started this insane project at 2.1 million credits. Yeah, that's a little far away, so let's take a look at filling up this entire ship. Here, give me just a second. I'm still waiting. Let's see here. This has got to respawn eventually. Well, maybe, oh, there it is. Let's grab that right now. Okay. Now, we got a full load of cargo. Yes, I had to wait basically a half an hour for it, but that's besides the point. And let's go and sell this. So here we are getting back to ArtCorp, my favorite place to sell. Actually, I would think that Microtech would be a little bit funner to sell at, but I don't know. It's a little bit far away from where I can buy at a good price. I feel like there's still a better price in Crusader than there is in Microtech, but yeah, you do have Microtech and proximity is okay. So let's sell this off and get an update on how many times we need to do this. So we were at 2.1, and now, well, hang on, let's go look at how much I have, and the grand total is 2.2. So we're gaining 100,000 every time we do a full load of cargo. So this should be easy peasy. And here we are. We just have to do this 21 more times. And taking a look at the well, let's see here. It would be a good time to say that due to crashes like that, it was not 20 more times. In fact, it wasn't anywhere close to 20 more times. It was a lot more than 20 more times. I learned that every time I lose a cargo, this is hard to say, it takes 4 cargo runs to just break even with the previous time. So after losing a few cargoes worth of gold, I obviously didn't just do this in 20 runs. So let's just say it took more than 20 times, a lot more than 20 times. And yeah, after I put in the grind, so after putting in a lot of grinding, I finally got to this point. I was just one cargo run away. I mean, look at that sweet, beautiful credits. Ooh, 4.9. Means we just got to run this one more time. So getting back here, after collecting one more cargo run, luckily, I did not have any problems. We get to see the beautiful sail that takes us right over the top. Check it out now as we select the gold and sell all of that beautiful butter. And then, of course, it's not going to update in here, so we gotta, let's see here, we gotta go over here, and we'll just, oh my gosh, I'm super excited. Look at this. Okay, we just gotta see it. We're not even gonna look at it. Look at that, 5,016,000 credits. We finally did it. Let's go. Now, what we need to do in order to buy a C2 Hercules, which is what we're going to go by, I did deeply consider the Drake Caterpillar, and truthfully, I feel like I was presented with a situation where you can't go wrong. Both are very exceptional ships. So eventually I boiled down and I'm like, you know what? I kind of like the prettiness of the C2, just barely more than the Drake Caterpillar. And the vertical thrusters, yeah, that's a good factor too. Cargo on both of them is fantastic. The defense capabilities of the Drake Caterpillar are slightly better. But for running cargo and for the idea of maybe just carrying other ships, I feel like the C2 is kind of where I want to be. So we are headed to the only place in the system where we can buy a C2 Hercules, which is Orison on Crusader. But before we head over there, we're going to go and pick up a smaller ship so that we can just head to Crusader with a easier ship to claim and we will leave the Freelancer here in the ArcCorp area, which I have all my ships up at Bikini Point right now, so that seems like a good idea. Just go up to Bikini Point, pick up a lighter ship, then obviously make the calculations for the jump to light speed, make the jump, and traverse the system. Now, I chose the Aurora MR because I have found that the anvil arrow that I have is just small enough on the tank that it cannot make it from ArcCorp to Crusader. So the Aurora MR is a good opportunity for that. I mean, and it's a small enough ship. It will only take about 6 to 8 minutes. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's like 6 or 8 minutes to claim the ship when I need it again. So that is the general reason why I chose to use the MR over the Freelancer. So here we are at Crusader. Let's go in for landing, and I just have to admire the Aurora MR and how beautiful its viewing angles are. Let's take a look as we come in for a landing. It just is insane that you don't have to use external view. You can actually just look down inside the cockpit, and you can see enough that you're like, yep, I'm pretty aligned. Okay, I want to zero this in, and then just place her down, smooth like butter. And then while we are on our way, you just gotta admire the beauty of Orson. Holy Toledo. Do they know how to draw some good art in this game? Oh, golly, guys, I'm so excited to buy this ship. It's so awesome that I'm finally at this point. Nothing could go wrong at this point, right? I had to say something, of course. So with a couple of game crashes later, I finally am here. Let's head over to the showroom. Now, I have to admit, there is a certain beauty that Crusader has in presenting their showroom. It's admirable that they take in the reality that their ship currently is the largest ship in anywhere in Stanton. And the fact that you can just admire it. They make sure that it's the central point of every aspect of this buying area. Now, I did look over here, and this is the Mercury Star Runner. This beauty is awesome in just about every way. I love how they built that ship. But it's not our target today. That's our target. And of course, we can't forget the Ares Starfighter. It's a beautiful ship in itself. It doesn't have much cargo, I don't think. But check this beast out. I love large, massive ships. And this is a pinnacle moment for me to be able to do this. I get to click on buy finally. Oh, I just got to savor this moment, guys. Take a deep breath. I made it after all those insane amounts of grinding and trading. We now have the opportunity to click the beautiful confirm purchase. Boom. Oh yeah. Oh, that is so awesome. I hope you guys get to experience events like this. Like, getting to do stuff like this in the game is really fun. Like, after you've worked for it so hard, you really gotta love the fact that Star Citizen does make you work for it so that you feel satisfied when you do succeed at getting it. Hope you like the little dance I chose to do. You know, I didn't really have control over the dance. I just chose to do a dance. But hey, let's go take her out for a flight. Ooh, there she is, guys. The big beastie. C2 Hercules Starlifter. It's so awesome. I love it. And I love the fact that you have the elevator over here. And yeah, let's get into this thing and take her on to a flight. Now, I'm not going to give you a tour on the ground. I'm going to try to do something else. And let's see just what we could... Hey, who requested the instantaneous transport? Guys? Hello? Another crash! After a proper analysis of the situation, I think that I should wait for the elevator to get all the way down before climbing onto the elevator, because apparently it causes instantaneous transportation about 200 yards to the right. Yeah, so let's get this baby out of the hangar. Look at all that cargo space. Oh, let's go. A phenomenal thing about the C2 is the sound design. Oh, listen to those engines. It's so cool. They did a really good job with this particular ship. I love the sound design of the engines. It's so fun. Just letting you listen to the engines. It's so great. Ooh. Let's get it into quantum and... Ooh, wow. Look at all the clouds. That's good and cool. Actually took a moment to get out of the atmosphere there. That was kind of cool. Now, something to take note of is the stock quantum drive on this thing is abhorrently slow. I mean, look at how long it takes to charge up to 100%. It's just taking its merry little time. Oh, golly. I have to upgrade that soon. But I don't have any money. I literally have, like, I think less than 50,000. I think it's like less than 80,000 credits. So I'm going to go to Daymar, pick up as much cargo as I can. It's really got me curious just how much I can pick up. Okay, so we got some gold here. Click on. Wow, we can pick up a whole 15. That's not a lot. Okay, let's take it and run. Now, I know that it's not really that much of an attack vehicle, but it has a kind of bird of prey look to it. It's almost like something like a falcon or an eagle of some sort. It's just beautiful, a bird of prey. And I kind of wonder if there's a way to get her strong enough to actually make her more like a bird of prey. That could be fun. Going into quantum, we are going to take a small little tour of the rest of the ship. Here we go. Among other things, in the co-pilot seat, you have your turrets, and they are always active. The top one, yeah, it doesn't have a huge amount of movement to it, but it can aim up pretty high, you know. I don't know. It looks like it's limited to certain things. Let's check out the lower one, and boom. Yeah, this one has a lot more movement. So it looks like if you have a gunner, you want him to man the lower gun as much as possible, but he does have the ability to kind of cover your tail. Literally. Just outside of the cockpit, you have several storage locations and your escape pods. This is a two-man ship, so there's 2 escape pods. This is the escape pod right here, and then this storage unit next to it is for like storing your spacesuit, and then you have a gun rack for more guns than 2 people would ever need. And then you have a variety of components as you work your way towards the main body of the ship. See, here's the gun racks. Yeah. Don't know who would need that many gun racks, but yeah, people like collecting guns. It's good. But moving back into the left side of the craft, we have, and this is actually technically the starboard side of the ship, we have habitation where, I mean, your 2 crew would be able to sleep. Your captain and the crew member have basically the same room. So this is a very industrial ship. Surprisingly enough, it has 2 bathrooms, or as indicated by the door, it's water closets. So let's move on to the back of the ship. And what we have back here is like your main engine. You've got a variety of component accessible items. I'm pretty sure in the future we'll be able to tear these apart and install new components right on the go. We'll move across the ship where we can look down into the reactor and go blind. Yep, I mean, just joking. We have more components over here, and then we have recreation. This is the fun part of the ship. This is the port side of the ship. And just you got a nice kitchen and everything. Funny thing is everything in here still is not usable. One day it probably will be. I have flown a couple of ships in Star Citizen where they actually stocked the ship with food. It was really cool. And then you can head back. This is where you go head towards the bridge. And that concludes our peanut gallery tour of the upper deck of the Hercules Starlifter. It's so cool. Now, admittedly, it is such a big ship that you would think that you would have multiple more decks, but it's really nice that it's simplified in just these little concepts. Some design efforts that I think would be really fun is it wouldn't be a bad thing in my mind to put some windows on the sides, like in the recreation area and in the habitation area. could be a really interesting addition to the ship. And really, the only other deck is the main cargo bay. There's no side entries or who's its and what's its on that level at all. It's really fascinatingly simple of a ship. Oh, but it's sure pretty. And it's a little bit weird to land. I don't know why, but I always tend to land it where the nose dips down and I'm like, okay, I have to pitch back in order to get the rear feet to lock in. I wonder if there's a way that the devs can adjust the center of mass on this so that it does, or at least make it so the center of mass is over the 3 landing gear so that when you land, it balances itself instead of being nose heavy. But my friends, this is, holy cow, a very expensive ship to fly, but this is a beautiful ship, and I'm glad that you guys came on this little adventure with me, albeit a slightly smaller cargo run than I've ever done, but, you know, it's still a little bit of profits, and it helps me get more cargo the next time. That's all I got for you guys. Have a wonderful day. Like and subscribe if you found anything interesting about this video. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.